Good morning, King Carter out here in the hollers. It's about 6 a.m. And I found a poem I wrote last year and I'm going to read it. It's called Hypnotized. For 400 years, my family's been here, fighting for life, trying to build something. From cradle to grave, from pilgrim to slave, we've been here trying to build something. Just give me some space to fight for my place. Force in the fire every fucking day. There's memories in the names of people who led the way. But why have we died for their sins in the sands of someplace far away? You gotta slow down, put your phone down, and look out the window. There's breakdown in your town. You're hypnotized, and I know. You're walking around, looking down at your phones. You're zombies, and you don't know. Don't isolate. Be as cold as the ice on the roll of these dice. From pilgrim to pirate, don't hesitate to gravitate towards those like-minded, but don't be so blinded by those who don't think the same way. You followed the plan, it was a lie. Sold a bag of goods, it was a lie. Told there's an easy path, it was a lie. Numbed your mind for debt, it was a lie. Good times make you soft. Hard times make you tough. Hard times make you tough. Hard times make you tough. And we got ourselves hypnotized. That's it. So, it's actually some neat history about that. Because, the 400 years part, in the first line, for 400 years, my family's been here fighting for life, trying to build something. So my family actually came over in, I believe it was 1605. And I need to go back and look at the historical records, but I need to see if my great, however far back grandfather was in the Great Starvation. I believe it was year 2 or year 3 of the Jamestown settlement. That winter, there was, I think it was something like 400 people started out winter, and only like 36 or 40 made it. Some crazy number like that of people died. I don't know. That'd be really crazy if that's if they were there during all that. That would be wow. That'd be nuts. But the other part too is be careful about what you're ingesting, man. A lot of folks will go about through the entirety of their day completely hypnotized by all the stuff that they're seeing on their screens. Their screens is nothing. Your phones have you in a dopamine release cycle that you are captive to. And most of it revolves around rage and anger, because rage and anger really stimulates that a lot. And the thing is I guarantee if you sit there, for most folks, and for me it did, and I like to believe that for most folks, if you actually stopped and went outside for a minute and actually just listened to two birds have a conversation, spend 20 minutes doing it. It's not a waste of time. Listening to another species communicate is absolutely fascinating to me. Perfectly reasonable use of my time, in my opinion. But you sit there and you listen to, the sound of the wind on the trees. Kind of sounds like a beach. At least here in Tennessee it does, where I live in the hills overlooking the lake. That wind blows over the tops of the trees. It sounds just like when I lived in Hawaii or any of the beaches all over the world I've been to. I've traveled all over the world, and I came back home here because this is where my family is. We've been here, like I said, in this whole area in Appalachia for 400 years, so it's my place to be here. I saw the world. I'm good. I want my hollers. Give me my hills and my hollers, and I'm fine. I don't want to be around people because they're zombies. Like, you go into any city, man, and look, people are just pissed off. They're pissed off constantly, and the reason, not the entirety of the reason, but I'm going to go on a limb and say a huge part of the reason everybody's all agitated and pissed off is because they're captivated by this dopamine cycle of all the anger and rage-inducing content that they're ingesting 24/7 on their fucking phones. I'm telling you, break away from your phone, break away from all this content, and you'll find out you're probably a whole lot happier. I know I am. I want to get out there and I want to go build something. I'm going to go finish the art studio. I've got the foundation. I'm going to work on the box, the floor and stuff for it today. So get out there. And on a final note, I want to say too to people, get out there, get outside of your comfort zone. Life's a terminal condition, folks. You get one shot. If you want to be pissed off all the time because your phone's telling you to be pissed off at something, well, by all means, it makes it a lot easier for me to succeed. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. On the flip side, you could just say, you know what? I'm going to live my life. I look outside and I see blue skies. I hear the birds. My family's good. I look around. Life's not so bad, guys. Life's pretty good. So I'm going to go challenge myself by building something. I've never built something this big before. It's not an easy task. It's very difficult, and it's an absolute challenge, and it's not in my comfort zone in any way, shape, or form. And that's why I'm doing it, because every time I've stepped outside of my comfort zone and bitten off more than I could chew, I've found out that, you know what, I can actually do a whole lot more than I thought I could. And I bet you could do the same thing. Go out there today, bite off more than you can chew. Sure, will you fail? Yeah, you might. You might. You might also surprise yourself. Or you may be able to have done a whole lot more than you originally thought possible. But you're never going to know until you challenge yourself and you try it. So, I challenge you. Challenge yourself. Be better today. Do something challenging. Get out there, sweat, or if it's just challenging for you to put your phone down for 20 minutes to go outside and just listen to nature, try it. Try it. You might surprise yourself. Okay, well, I'm going to go. I've got work to do. You guys have a great day out there. Bye.